What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Today can only be described as what I would call it, an absolute monster of a winter Mercato day for Juventus. So many things to talk about. Obviously, the one things we know already, Vlahovic in, Kulusevski out, Bianconeri out, and Zakaria in. But so many more pieces are falling into place as we go and as the hours tick by before the market closes. I guess tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Stick with us. We'll fill you in now. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today is Sunday, January 30th, 2022, and of course I have your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all that good stuff that you care about, especially when we're right here in the waning hours of the Juventus January 2022 Mercato, the winter Mercato, an absolute monster of a Mercato, as I said in the intro. It really has been. I know maybe you see some water on my shirt or whatever. I'm sorry, I just got done celebrating the Bengals, the Cincinnati Bengals are headed to the Super Bowl, so your boy's happy. Your boy has one other thing sports-wise to actually cheer about. But anyway, back to Juventus. A monster Mercato day for Juventus. Really a big deal when it comes to where Juventus can go from here, where they can continue to develop. But are they going to add more people? Well, we have all that news for you here. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Let's just go ahead and jump into it, though, what we have here for the potential new shakeups that could happen with Juventus. Obviously, in the preview, or in the whatever you want to call it, the intro area of this video, I went ahead and said the things that we know. Vlahovic in, Zakaria in, Bianconeri out, Kulusevski out. But then there's also some more things being teased out. Some other players could leave. Some other players could come into Juventus. How will that end up panning out in the long run? Well, sorry. Well, first one we have up here is, of course, talking about Federico Gatti. And that is, first up, Nicola Balice is saying that Torino seemed to have closed the deal for Federico Gatti for about 10 million euros, but now pessimism is filtering in from the Torino environment. It seems more and more likely that he's going somewhere else. And it's not there. And if you don't know who Federico Gatti is, he's a center back that plays, I believe, for Frosinone out there in the, and I hope I said that right. I hope I did, because I just kind of wung it with that one. But he plays for Frosinone. I don't know why I said it again. As a center back, so definitely a center back position there. And he's going to come into City. He is 23. I think he's getting close to 24. So he is a bit up there in age, I know. If you were there today, one of the reasons this video is so late is because we had a massive 3-hour live. We were just rolling. We were rolling today, so we talked about all this news already, but here's your compact version. All right. Next point up with that is Giovanni Albanese is also reporting going on with Gatti, saying Gatti is an idea of Juventus, which can also become a concrete negotiation at the end of the Mercato. Although in perspective, the first name on the list of preferences is Bremer from Torino. We're forgetting the T. And maybe the two things are not so unrelated. Continuing on, let's just roll through this so we can really talk about what's going on with the situation for Juventus. Michele, when I first read this one, I knew I was going to mess it up. Cristiatello. I'm trying not to make it sound like I'm saying an S-H-I-T. But anyway, Cairo had slammed the door on Juve for Bremer. The Bianconeri have arrived at the 7.5 million euros requested by Frosinone and will leave Gatti at Frosinone for 6 months. So he'll stay there till the end of the season, but he is going to be a Juventus-owned player. Then Luca Bianchi goes on to say, Federico Gatti will be a Juve player. The offer in these hours is decisive. Gatti will stay at Frosinone till the season, so basically confirming what other people are reporting. And then finally, the last piece was Romeo Agresti going out there confirming, saying Gatti joins Juventus. He'll stay there till the end of the season. So everybody's confirming it. It's all confirmed. We're all good. Everything's confirmed. Here's what's going on here. And I think Giovanni Albanese really was saying it best. Giovanni was saying basically what we're wondering here is this player Juve quality? Is he the player that's going to come play for Juventus? Is he going to be a top center back? Is he going to be a replacement for Chiellini or Bonucci down the line? Is he the replacement for De Ligt? Dear Lord, please no. But Bremer over at Torino is another option Juventus is looking at. Cairo has shut the door on them, basically said, nope, not going to happen, no way, no how. Well, it looks like the Juventus management and the ownership is over here trying to potentially buy this player, Gatti, maybe not as a Juventus player, but to use him and be like, we own him. You want him? You got to come through us. You got to deal with us. And what we want is Bremer. And that's what they want. That's the player that they want to get. That's the player they want to use for the future. So play ball or lose out on this player that you really wanted to get in the first place. It's part of what you do. You can play hardball when you are Juventus, when you're a club of that stature, and you want to purchase a player like that. Though I wonder if that's actually what's going on, or if it's actually maybe they actually do believe that the player could be useful for Juventus. But we'll see. Also, when you purchase a player and then you try to either loan him out or sell him again to try to get a player, I wonder if that they would agree to that as well, especially when they're being sold as, hey, I'm going to Juventus, right? Anyway, that's the latest, or that's what we have so far when it comes to Gatti. It was a last-minute Mercato edition for Juventus so far, but they purchased him. He is a Juventus-owned player while staying in Serie B for now. All right, let's continue on. The next bit of update we have here is Arthur Melo is staying at Juventus. Nicola Schiera is saying Arthur, except he, I think the tweet actually had 2 R's. Arthur Melo will stay at Juventus. The Brazilian regista is considered non-transferable by Max Allegri, which is, where did that come from, right? Where did the idea that he is non-transferable by Max Allegri, where did that come from? Nothing ever has given me the sense or the feeling or anything like that Max Allegri believed that he was a usable player. I think we were talking about it in the live today, that Archer doesn't seem to be a player that fits his system, that is what he's going to do with this. And then now they're saying that he's considered non-transferable. I don't know. That's news to me. That's shocking to me. We'll see, especially with all the rumors about him being pushed out. He was one of the first midfielders, besides, of course, Aaron Ramsey trying to get him out, that they were actually going to move. And now it seems to be he's an important piece of Juventus. We'll see. We'll see if this is actually true or what will happen down once the summer rolls around as well. But he's staying at Juventus for the end of the season at least. Who else should be leaving, but it looks like maybe not leaving? Well, we got to talk about him. And I ranted once again. I've ranted like 4 or 5 times in the last however many days doing these videos, during the 3-hour live we did today. Like I said, if you weren't around for the live, I'd say go back and watch, but it was a long time, a long hangout, chat with everybody. If you want to, feel free to watch it. If not, it was a lot of fun. So I suggest you join when we start doing these more. Hopefully we'll have some more hangouts. Anyway, Mirko De Natale and Romeo Gatti basically reporting the same thing. First, Mirko saying sources close to Wolves tell me they are not interested in Ramsey. And then Romeo Gatti basically just being like, there's no news. There's no news when it comes to Aaron Ramsey. Like, it's the final hours in the Mercato. He's probably staying entered in. Well, going from there, though, Sky Sport and Giacomo Scutiero goes on to say, well, Ramsey is actually very close to Burnley and is also in contact with Newcastle. Now, we've had reports that Newcastle was already shunned by Ramsey, that he said no to Newcastle, which is kind of shocking to me. Newcastle's got that Newcastle oil money. They have a good situation at Newcastle. Why wouldn't he go there? He wants to leave Juventus. Everything we know is he wants to leave Juventus, but he ain't going. So what's the deal with that? We'll see. We're going to continue to monitor it, but supposedly Burnley, though, from some of the names he's already turned down, why would he go to Burnley, right? Then finally, in the Aaron Ramsey saga for today, not overall, Nicola Schiera went on to say, it's better to go cautious given the many no's of the person concerned. But a new proposal from a club of the Premier League will be coming for Aaron Ramsey, who has so far declined everything. Juventus pushes for the exit of the Welshman, who does not fit in the plans and earns a lot at 7 million euros again. Going on to the Dybala thing. We're not going to talk about Dybala today, but again, that's why Dybala expects 10 million euros, because he knows he's better than Aaron Ramsey. He knows he's better than Rabiot. He knows he's better than, you know where I'm going with this. We got it. Okay. So we'll see. It seems unlikely, but at this point, anything could happen. Maybe we'll be lucky, and maybe we'll have a mercy, not a mercy killing, but a mercy relieve us of Ramsey. Somehow somebody will come in, swoop in, save the day, or Aaron Ramsey will finally give in. Next up, one of the last bits of the news that we have today is talking about, I know a lot of people were in this, literally from start to finish of the live video I did today, nonstop was this name popping up. Any news on Nandez? Any news on Nandez? Well, first up, we have Mirko De Natale, who's saying agreement with the the agreement that could be born between Juve and Cagliari for Nandez, the Bianconeri will commit into paying 20% that Cagliari owes as a resale percentage to Boca. Listen, the Boca Juniors, we're back with them again. In exchange for the young and promising regista, Landinetti. Sorry, voice cut out there for a second. Continuing on. They go on to say, Luca Bianchi is saying, the Nandez deal is still open, but chances are decreasing. Technical and economic questions remain. Decision will come in the next hours. Also, Kaio Jorge is in the balance between staying at Juve and leaving on loan, with the options being Cagliari and Granada. And then finally, when it comes to Nandez, we have Romeo Agresti who's saying, for Nandez, doubts related to the technical aspect. Final decision will be made tomorrow. The way I was operating through a lot of this when we were talking about it in the live was basically it seemed more and more less likely, I guess less and less, not more and more, less likely that Nandez will be a Juventus player. It seems more and more likely that he'll end up staying there at Cagliari. Anything could happen, though. My personal opinion on this, and I've been very vocal with this, there are some extenuating circumstances with Nandez regarding some personal issues, which could be true, could be false. I do not know. It's not my job. I am an investigator, but it's not my job to look that up or to fully investigate him for the facts or whatever. But here's my personal opinion. Whenever news, and I'll let you look it up for yourself, whenever news of I don't want to say grotesque, but it kind of is grotesque, a difficult situation, a gross situation, a situation where if whatever the person is accused of doing, if they did do it or didn't do it, if you're Juventus and this is a player that's not we think about the Ronaldo situation, where there's rumors floating around him, and I'm not making excuses for anybody, and I don't argue for anybody. I want to know the facts of what happened, but it's not the same as the Ronaldo situation. You don't have a player that I think, to begin with, I didn't say Nandez fits into the Juventus thing, right? But at the same time, I also don't think that Nandez, I don't think the good outweighs the bad. Like, I don't feel like if the bad ends up being true, I don't think you can justify having this player on your team. There's no way you can argue to the fans or to people like me who thinks it's kind of disgusting to have this player there. Like, oh, he's good enough, forget about it, And that never should be the case, no matter what, no matter how good you are, how much money you have, however, whatever, that should not get you a get out of jail free card or something like that in the situation. But at the same time, I don't personally know if the facts are true in this matter. All allegations as it stands. But at the same time, I don't think Juventus needs any more drama. That's what I'll say. We don't need any dramatic players, if it were to be true. Moving on, though, Kaio Jorge, Romeo Agresti is out there basically reporting that Kaio Jorge, Granada, similar to what was said earlier, Granada are working on it and hoping, but he could also stay in Turin. So there's obviously still an option that he could stay at Juventus, stay with the team, and end up maybe trying to get some playing time, hopefully sometime in there. But right now, I think he's leaning, I think it's about a 50-50 move, but he's still leaning toward moving out and potentially either going to Granada or Cagliari if for some reason the Nandez deal gets worked out. It would kind of be a trading back and forth on loans right now. So we'll see how it works out. Do you want to see Kaio Jorge stay? Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway, guys, that's all the news I really have for you today. I mean, it's quite a bit of news. A lot of people staying, a lot of people going, a lot of different moves that could be shaking out here in the next few hours. Who knows by the time this video posts? I bet within an hour or two, we'll have some more news popping up. So don't worry. We'll be your source to cover it all along the way. I think we've done a really good job within the last weekend, the final weekend of the Mercato, as things really were exploding here. My guy Julian, my guy Alejandro, and then a little bit myself here today went in and really tried to get as much coverage and as much content as you guys can get. So really, really good stuff, and I really appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in to our lives, to our daily videos, and I appreciate everybody that's joining the channel. There have been a lot of you that have flooded in as of recently. Anyway, guys, that'll do it. If you like the video, if you like the content that we bring you, please hit that like button, as it really helps with the algorithm gods and all the stuff that goes along with that to really help our channel to continue to grow, to build our community and really bring more Juventus fans in. If you could also hit that bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Be one of the guys who comes in as a new member of our channel. Also, again, I'm going to remind this one last time, or not one last time, we still have a lot more going on. We are giving away a free Juventus Dusan Vlahovic jersey to celebrate the Mercato, to celebrate the signing of the player. Make sure you go on to Twitter, like, retweet the video, tag somebody in it, as well as make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hitting the like button on this video as well. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.